Yo, we back with another one, man. This man a superstar, very humble guy. He got the shades on today. He want to stay low key under the radar. So he doing big things right now. Big motion, energy guy. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's going on? What's going on? It's Devontee, man. You already know him. Hey, listen, Orlando, I'm here, man. Just good to be here. I want to thank you for actually having me on the show for real. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's this first energy I'm receiving down here, so this is big. You know what I mean? This is one of them.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
For sure.
Gotta have the big energy. Gotta have the people who know what's going on.
Absolutely.
So, how you feeling today, man? Welcome to the podcast.
Man, I'm feeling good. A few hours off the road. It's what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good, bro. As long as I get up and I know I can put 2 feet to it, I'm finna go get it. So we good.
Okay,
yeah.
then. So where you from?
Originally, I'm Caribbean born, and I was raised in Canada and the U.S.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm really I'm a hustle brat. My dad was a hustler, so I come from immigrant. You know what I mean? Immigrant, like I'm a straight, first generation Jamaican in my family to really kind of break the ice. You feel me? So
That's
I
cool.
grew up a bunch of places, man, from Toronto, Windsor, Detroit, to Philly, and New York. You know what I mean? I went to theater school in New York. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So, growing up, what you was getting into?
Shoot, man, I jumped off the porch when I was like 14. Like I jumped off the porch, like really just, when they say a Jamaican got like 300 jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was a kid that was helping moms pay rent early. You know what I mean? Working at KFC, playing football, all the same regular stuff. You know what I mean? I really wasn't into them. Couldn't really get in whenever I did, we ain't get caught. You know what I mean? Just regular adolescent shit. You know what I mean? Still sound woo. But kind of like I just got the hustle side of it, man. I knew when I finished high school, I was looking at a lot of people, what they was doing, and I just knew it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? So I made it work. Let's say that. I just made it work. You know what I mean? If it was there, I just made it work. Because I just knew that wasn't for me. You know what I mean? And some of my partners, they got off on football. I couldn't leave the crib. I had to help mom. So, I had a different outlook and a different, let's just say, a different responsibility than a lot of people I knew. You know what I mean?
Okay, then. So, how did that help you?
Oh, man. That's it. That was it. You know what I mean? It was me kind of like taking that and just saying that's something that has to be done, but it put pressure on me. You know what I mean? So I learned how to deal quick. I learned how to deal earlier. Like, let's get the pressure off of me. Work from outside in, not inside out. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to get out your situation. I mean, you leave everybody. You got to get you right, then go back and, you know what I mean, try to mend that up. So early for me, I already knew what the pressures was. You know what I mean? I didn't want me and her sleeping on no floor. My little brother came in the mix, and, you know what I mean? So that kind of put a different energy into me. So just coming from that, just seeing her hustle made me hustle harder, and then made me know that I didn't want to go backwards, you know what I mean, go frontwards, and then see what I wanted for myself, and just say, shit, a lot more out here, like, you know what I mean, that ain't it, you know what I'm saying. The first house, when I was 23, I got a crib, you feel me. So my hustle was different. I already kind of, whatever I knew, I looked into the information, you feel me. So if it was like, your 401k, we ain't had no retirement plan, I went to the bank trying to find out what it was, you know what I mean. I wasn't scared of nothing. So it's the same way now, just like same thing, man. My hustle is different because if I'm already losing, all I could do is win. If I get up every day and do one thing different, yeah. So that was my mentality, and it still is. You feel me? It's just still is. Like, it's like being down made me just have to look up. You get what I mean?
Okay,
so
man.
Yeah, that's really what it was for me.
Okay, and so how you got into music? What made music the way for you?
Just entertainment in general. Looking around at all the things I was like I said, I was a kid that when I was 5, 6, people come over and hey, dance. They give you your dub, your 10 every time Christmas time like that. But I really kind of like got into it. You know what I mean? So like I always was into entertaining. Just even like I said, like from like breakdancing all the way through, I was always into entertaining. Like I loved the mic or like being behind the camera, and I really kind of took an interest to it. Once I was trying to search what I wanted to do, I went to like, I was trying to take business classes. I was doing a whole bunch of things, but it just kept drawing me back to that. You know what I'm saying? So like I started with the acting, and at the same time when I was going to like scene study classes and shit, I started writing. I started writing my own bars and just things like that. And of course, you know, you go through them struggles. You feel me? So I took a lot on. Now that when I look back at it, but I wouldn't change nothing. You know, people say they wouldn't change because I stuck with it. If I didn't, then I would know the difference. But I started early. Though once I started doing the acting, I really kind of look at Jamie Foxx's career, Sammy Davis. You know what I'm saying? Some like Sidney Poitier, some of the 360, where people like August Wilson. I'm looking into people that are really, you know what I mean? So I just said like, they so talented, but you know how our audience is. They're gonna put you in one box and trap you. You feel me? Unless you operate out the box off the rip. So even like now, I released 2 singles. My videos, they're all like cinematic. You know what I mean? That's me. Shout out to Marco Steve. That's my director. But yeah, that's me. So everything is creative and just, you know, coming from a different aspect. Like it just, I want it to be. I want you to see what I see. You know what I mean? I got a chance to paint out the picture. So yeah.
Okay, so when you doing your music videos and stuff like that, from you going to acting school and you learning from that background helped you with your music and the things of that nature. So how did that transpire into you doing what you wanted to do? Like, how did that give you the push to do what you wanted to do for real?
I had to find the investment, where the investment was gonna come from. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you be having all these ideas and you think you could be Tom Cruise or whatever. You feel me? Like you might be like, damn, but everybody want to be in the Carter and be like, I'm gonna be Wesley Snipes or whatever it mean. You know what I mean? Man, that shit costs. You know what I'm saying? So there's all kinds of ways to be creative. Like even like now, you see a lot of folks doing these live interviews, hanging the mic from the ceiling. Like that's something different. So it's just trying to like find something like translating the same idea that I have visually, but in a space that I could like kind of like make it relatable. You dig what I'm saying? At the same time, like, you know, giving myself a chance to showcase what I can do, even whatever the music, the camera, you know what I mean? Like showcasing that, not just in a case of like I'm out there playing, but really embodying a piece of work. If you watch Jeweler, it's a whole storyline. You know what I mean? If you watch, that's one of my other videos. BT wouldn't let it go up because it had some different stuff in it, so it was what it was. These 2 videos that I just shot for these 2 new singles, which is Spin It, produced by ATL Jacob, and then another one I got called Pretty Faces. These 2, you know what I mean, they already cleared, you know what I mean? So just release dates, but I had to make sure, like just learning, you know, a lot of stuff I think independent artists don't know until they get there. It's like you can't have too many cheeks and you can't do this, you can't do that. But somebody else that's, let's say, signed to a major is no issues. You know what I mean? Because their career might be fueled by gang activity or drama, whatever they got going on. You know what I mean? Nothing against all what they got going on, but it's just a different fuel for their fire. So when you straight independent, you got to make sure all your T's is crossed and your I's is dotted. So I get a kick out of it, making the most out of it. You know what I'm saying? So how can I make that storyline as much being told with, not just like, I want to make it moving. So somebody be like, damn, I'm turn this on, before you know it, the video done ran past because you just watching the actual video. You ain't trying to find the holes in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So how do you keep going when you get knocked down so much? Especially, you know, you being an independent artist and just like you said, just dealing with those traumas, dealing with those things. How you keep going? How you keep a smile on your face even though they trying to knock you down every chance they get?
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of it gonna have to do with your base. You know, I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the really shit. That's why I ain't never talking about it. I probably have, but like telling them like this: music is only one part of your facet when you were talented, like when you're an artist. A lot of times I used to lock in and be in the crib, in the basement, or somewhere just writing and trying to not living life. I could tell you like this: you gotta make music, even though it's priority. You gotta live your life. So if you got other stuff that you can do, it'll help actually grow your music too. You know what I mean? Whether that going out, as long as you can multitask, but don't forget the rest of your life. That's what I can tell anybody. But in the meantime, you also gotta grow. You gotta build a community. So if there's people working, you gotta go network and show up. You might be like, I don't want to support this artist. You still gotta go network and show up. Just for your show, you know what I mean? You want to break a new artist, you gonna go to new, like, I don't know what the New Music Monday is here, but you know what I mean? You gotta get out. So like I got out, network at the same time. Like I said, I had spent a lot of time just because every time when you're an artist, every time you release a song, you feel like this the one. This it. It's gonna break. This it right now. And then you release a song, your friends get hyped, people whoop, from here go like, and 48 hours go by, yeah, maybe a week, and then after that it's crickets. You done had a release party or two, you gotta have a plan. You know what I'm saying? So even when I get knocked down, I still look at what the plan is. If I had no plan, then I'm crippled. So when I get knocked down, I look at my plan. You know what I mean? If the energy ain't right, hey, we got our bad days, but it still got to be on the plan. I don't make two TikToks and do all this other. Got to be done. Because when you put your own, and that's the difference when you're independent. When you putting your own in there, or you have an infrastructure where, you know what I'm saying, it's investors behind you, you the product now. So you got to produce.
So, what made you choose the independent route instead of taking that major label stuff and going that route and having people there for you to push you and you don't have to always bet on yourself, but now you just chose to bet on yourself. So what made you want to bet on yourself instead of taking that money and doing what you wanted to do?
I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's they don't really know what they want anyways. You know what I'm saying? They already got what they got until something new show up. You know what I'm saying? Like when you push in the door. So what kind of made me do it is, I mean, they didn't give you no choice. They really, they're only like 5-10 artists popping out here. Internet will make you believe anything. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got millions of people rapping, and you got millions of people doing music every day, but how many do you actually see? You could name the 10 that you see on a regular, and that's because they budgeted. That's because their marketing team is behind it. They got heavy marketing teams, you know what I mean? So like for me, I never paid attention to that, because I already knew what the show was. You get what I'm saying? I'm already knowing what the show is. So it allows me to kind of say, okay, well, I can fit in between the system. There's room.
Okay. So going back to you moving around, being a hustler and understanding that part, because I want to get into being in those different places, being Caribbean. So how did that help with your creative process? How did that help you build your brand to what it is? Because I kind of see similarities. I don't know if you ever heard of Toby. He's an independent artist as well. Tony Ngakwe.
No, I never.
He's he worked with Beyonce. He's So like he's an independent artist as well, and he got you very creative what he does. And I feel like you have that same kind of style, same kind of swag. So how did you get all that together? How did you leaving in Canada, being Caribbean, going to after school? How did that all tell a story on your music?
That's a good question, because it took a long time to center that energy into one piece. And I'm gonna tell you, like my name being Devontee, Devontee, I studied a lot of people. You know what I mean? From Bob Marley to like my name Knockoff, even though it's my middle name, Devontee from Jodeci. This was a man that created a whole era. And if you young out there, you need to go back and do your research, because music always comes back around. It don't matter what you say, it always comes back around. So like with Devontee, he created so many pieces, not only for Jodeci, H-Town, so many people of an era. He controlled the whole era without people even seeing him writing, making and playing music. You know what I'm saying? So he really embodied that flow. Right now, MG, right now is what it is. If it's a sound right now, we're going to get it. You know what I mean? My writing team, as far as like when I say my writing team, my people that I'm surrounded with, we go in the studio, we create, you know what I mean? Everybody put in and da-da-da, and we might submit submissions. That's a whole different situation. But like, you know, it's just keeping that fresh energy. But like all those places help combine. Like even like my sound now, getting with the producers that help me release and unlock what's going on now. Because that's what it is. When you're an artist, you need to unlock. And then you keep doing that by recording. And you keep doing that with you meeting the right sound that okay, this is it. This works. This is what I've been looking for. So helping me move to Atlanta when I moved to Atlanta. And I've been in and out of Atlanta for a while. I got song Rocco and a few other people on there. But once I got to plant my feet, the last like 5 years, I really kind of got a chance to move around and work with certain producers. So all that, what I had that I thought I was doing, all that, you know, they say timing, so it fell into timing, and that's all I really could tell somebody. So if you're doing something all the time, or even if you're doing it part-time and you take it serious and you, like I said, you still growing, but you have the different facets of the business going on, you never really without it. And all of it came back into timing because it gave me a chance to grow and fall into myself. I'm no different from when I'm not making music. You know what I'm saying? I'm still Devontee, so it's like, this is what you see. It's hard for you not to get this. It's hard for you not to get it. So it's just like all of it combined from music that I learned and just experience came into just, hey, you know what, I got a wave. You know what I mean? Finding the right producer. So I can tell anybody, man, make sure you connect with the producers that you really like, and that's your friends or whoever's around. Like, reach out to them on the internet and just start building with them, because that'll help you. But all my experiences came together to help me really kind of, I said, like, plan me down. It just came together time and that one, like, okay, you know what? Ooh, and then once I was so diverse that once I knew that this was the sound that I wanted, oh yeah, I lock in.
Okay, man. So, is there anybody in the industry that you would like to work with that you seen stylish, fresh, kind of got a similar mindset as you, or you more of a I'm gonna keep this to myself and I don't want nobody to interrupt my sound, or you just, you know.
There's people I definitely want to work with. I'll tell you that, because at the end of the day, like, my sound gonna be me. Like, it don't matter. Like, I'm gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, um, I did certain producers, Brian Cox, um, Cheese. I just work with ATL, but you know, I got definitely want to work with him again. Um, Hitmaker, me and him would make some good music. I know it. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't get there yet. As far as artists, I like to work with like a few of them out there. Like I like K Camp Sound. I like
K Camp. I ain't hear that in a minute.
Yeah, I like his sound. Like his sound is cool. I like a Lotto. You know what I mean? I like her sound too. Like
She raw.
She got a good sound. I actually feel like me and Summer Walker would make good music. There's a bunch of people like I think that would make fire music too. But you know what I mean? It'll come around when the energy come to it. I really like Money Man energy too. You know what I mean?
Money Man different.
Yeah. I really like his energy, and he on the same thing, Liberty, and it's just like leveling up and really bossing up. So like, you know, I know there can be something there. So there's quite a few people out there. When it comes to it, you know, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna see what these remixes do too. I like Young Blue. I like Young Blue a lot.
Young Blue hard.
He hard. Yeah, he harder than like he harder than a lot of people give him credit for. Like, he a really talented young dude. You know what I mean?
So, for the people who don't know you out here, because a lot of people ain't probably tapped in with you just yet.
Yeah.
So, can you tell the people what kind of music you make, who you make your music for, what audience are you tapping in with?
I make my music for, man, people that gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody give you nothing, and you had to go get it. I make my music for shit. You got it, and you know what I'm saying, and you living your life. You feel me? Because I feel like the music for the get money niggas is obsolete. People don't want stars no more. You know what I'm saying? People can just turn on their phone. They feel like they can tap in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making music that, like I said, that niggas can get money to. You know what I mean? A female can feel sexy putting her clothes on and feeling like, damn, you know what? I'm about to put, yeah. Let me call my girl. We going to the hookah club. You feel me? Out having a vibe, that type of thing. That's what I want to do. Like I said, in between that, you're gonna feel all that. You're gonna feel some of that pain. But I'm not trying to make. I'm not making what I'm not where I'm not at. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna fake the fun. I'm gonna tell you like how hard it was to, you know what I mean, and the balance and stuff like that. But I think I'm making music for people to bop to at the same time, like, you know, the bosses to feel like, hey, you know what, man, I'm out here. I get up out my house, I can go get it again today. You know what I mean? That's and it. For the ones that like be in like there'll be times that even people in the parking lot, like Target parking lot, I see somebody moving a youngin' out there with a cart and headphones, and I might pull up on him, drop a little dub on him, and be like, man, keep moving, keep working, keep hustling. So I make music for the hustlers. You know what I mean? I make for keep hustling. Like how you hustling, yeah, you can feel that when you put it on. You know what I mean? I make niggas that want to get fly, want to go wherever they want to go. Bali with their girl, put on some linen, and get on the boat, take a couple photos, and fall off for 1 or 2. That's what I do. That's what I do.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I make do.
So, what is something other than music that Devontee does that nobody knows?
Oh, shoot, man. Shit. Other than music, I would say I'm a big fashion dude. You know what I mean? I like to shop. I like to stay fly. I like to stay fresh. People gotta know that. I watch anime.
What kind of anime you like to watch?
I watch Baki. I like a lot of combat. You know what I mean?
Okay,
combat anime. I just watch No Gun. It's just into that, you know what I mean? But like I watch anime. I'm into food, big time food tasting dude. Shout out Caribbean on the Spice. That's in Windsor, Ontario, right across the bridge. You know what I mean? Managed by my mama. You feel me? Owned
Shout out
by
to
my mama.
Dukes.
Yeah, owned by my mama. 5 minutes from the bridge, and that's right across from Detroit. But I'm a big food connoisseur. I'll fly somewhere just for me and my girl to have some dinner. You feel me? Like I like to eat. I like to eat and eat well, and because I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. You might go like it might be dudes that go out every night to a hookah and spend 50, right?
Yeah.
But like if I take 2 weeks and save that same 50, I can go to Chicago, I can go wherever just to go have some good food. You feel me? So like I just make my decisions like that. And a lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, dudes will always meet up with dudes to go have that kind of vibe, but at the same time you finna have a different vibe with a female. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You finna find because a lot of times your male energy gonna drive you to go do something different anyways. I ain't finna do that. So like 9 out of 10 times I wanna go some fly shit. I just got back from Miami. You know, my birthday, sexy fish, all that. Like, it's cool. Like, I want to go do that. I'd rather sit down and go do that. You know what I mean? And experience that, for sure.
So what's a place that you've been? I know your mom probably cut some fire shit.
Oh, yeah, man. She get crazy. Christmas and everything. Like, really cool. Y'all ever enjoy? Yeah.
So, has there ever been a place you was like, damn, this shit good. I need to come back?
Oh, man. I got food places in my phone, bro. For real. I got food places in my phone. I can tell you, I can look up right now. Like I said, huh? Oh yeah, Fergo. That'd be in Atlanta. But you talking about some once in a while shit. I got places in my. I just got back from LA too. I got places in my phone. I gotta look at in my phone. It's just in my phone, man. I might like it, and I be going there. Like LA is just real cool shit, Bossa Nova or something like that. Earth Cafe, you know what I mean?
I gotta go to Cali, man.
Yeah, everybody. Man, you gotta go Nobu. Boy, what? Boy, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's just experiencing it. It ain't really about no popping no shit. It's really just experiencing, bro. That we allowed to do, but the niggas, you know what I mean? We so trapped into each other that we don't do because we feel like it's out the box. It's just nah, man. I want to go see that shit, man. Yeah, that's it.
So I have a question for you because I want to ask all the artists because we just had an artist pass away, P&B Rock. Yeah. So how do you feel about being an artist and they saying that's a dangerous job, whether you in the streets, you rapping about gang violence, or you singer, or you just in the middle? How you feel about rappers being a dangerous job, being an artist is a dangerous job?
I think it's real. And if you don't think it's real, I mean, it's not just rap. It's being a black man. But like, yeah, wow. The music industry is tough. Because it all depends on what you fueled by. It'll come on even more, but at the same time, you a target like Fat Joe just talked about it. You a target when you make it. You know what I mean? Or even when you trying to look like you make it. They rooting for you at the same time. As much you can show who's rooting for you, you can't see who's not. So it makes you a target. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't see who's not. You know what I mean? There's a car that pull up. You forget that you doing certain things. You got your videos out playing. You like, man, who that? But it might be somebody that like it, take a liking to your music or not. You dig what I'm saying? So it makes you a target. Like it makes you a target trying to put yourself out there doing your campaign just like a presidential campaign, except for like when you got it's us against us. For some reason, it's like when you do something, it's like I could do that better, or you trying to style out on me, or ooh, it's never taken. Like I said, we don't want stars no more. We're killing our stars, man. We don't want stars no more.
So what they're looking for? What you think what you think people are trying to get out of people like you who are doing it, who came for nothing?
I mean, it's a test. It's a test. It's not even about what they're trying to get out. It's what they can get. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people doing bad out here, man. And they were doing bad before COVID, and COVID just put a lot. The pandemic, after it went from the pandemic, it really went to the pandemic. Whatever go up, gotta come down. So a lot of people feeling the effects of that. So I mean, it's them. They gonna do their job. It's up to you to do your job even better. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say woo, but like me, I got security out there. Woo. I'm not scared of all that. I'm not no tough guy, but I can throw hands. I can hold my own. Woo. Like if I know what I look like, you know what I mean. So you gotta know what it is. Like, so I just tell everybody protect themselves the best way they know how, and don't look at the internet for advice, and don't. Look, because somebody said, "Oh, you got security," you got oh, okay. And without it, then you're like, "Oh, why don't you have security?" So you got to
lose situation.
Yeah, man. Like, what you doing? So you got to make the decision for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just keep forgetting we have a choice. We
Yeah.
got a choice. We keep forgetting that shit all the time, man. It's like bad bitches, like, you know, bad bitches out here, they want you to blow all your money. You got a choice, homeboy. Yeah, you know, you got tons of pretty girls out here, man. Some that working, some that ain't, some that try to work you. You know what I mean?
No cap, no cap.
And it's the same thing with this right here. It's like, it's got tons of dope boys out here. You got tons of niggas that's doing whatever they doing. It's just like, you gotta watch certain places that you going. Don't feel like you less because you didn't show up over there. And why you want to show up over there to show you tough? You tough, you tough. You know what I'm saying? You tough, you tough. If you ain't gonna be tough if you locked up. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. It just people just gotta know their value and know what they out to do. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stars, and it's only in. Let's get this right now. It's only in rap. It's only in hip hop that it's targeted like that. Cause you got these fools behind their computers that's like figure that's the image you should embody. Cause maybe that's how they would roll. But they playing video games and thinking that's how you roll. You know what I'm saying? So we be selling out for them sometimes. And I tell every artist, man, just remember why you got out. Buy your mama that house, buy that boat, buy all that shit you rap about, and go live in that. And that's why I never get that. Like, why digress? Like, why bounce back? Like, you.
I never got that either. Especially like you work so hard, you come from nothing, just to come back and be in the same thing you was like crying to get out of. Yeah. Once I'm gone, I'm gone.
Why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be? Talk about me. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Because at the same time, by the time you learn your lesson, I might be the same one that you need to come get your blessing from. Go ahead.
Ooh, you just gave a gem right there.
Man, shit, man. Niggas can't see the stones. It's VVS's. I'm blinding it. I don't give a fuck what they got going on. You hear me?
Snap.
Because the more I get, the more security I'm going to get. Ain't, you know what I mean? It's just like that. If that's what you after, cool. That's straight. You going to find your issue. Cool. Man, ain't nothing to do with me. Like, because once I'm out, I'm out. Like, why would I? You got to look at people that's come before. Like, look at the Jay-Z's. The Jay-Z's somebody big to look at. You know what I mean? People just looking at the music aspect, branding, director, and everything else. You don't see Jay out by himself being out nigga because he real and on the block. Nigga, get the what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like people expect things out of you just because they watching you, because they want to see how you react in certain environments. But it's for you to give them what you gonna give them. You know what I mean? It's just all it is. All right. You play the game how you need to play it. You want to be tough. You want to be tough. It's cool.
Okay then. So I got a couple of questions to ask all my guests, and I want them to know the real you. They don't gotta know too much, but I just want them to get a piece of your brain, pick your brain,
Sure.
see where you at, see how you feel. So if you have 5 dinner guests, dead or alive,
5 what?
dinner guests,
Okay.
dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Dead or alive? Bob Marley.
Okay.
Alive. Freedom fighter. You know. Before his time, wasn't scared of nothing. And brought nations together. You know what I'm saying? He has ability to make people listen. I say Michael Jackson.
Ooh, that's the second time I heard that.
Yeah, I say Michael Jackson because he's one. He's like an Oprah. You know, there's always that one that brings, no matter what the color, no matter what the race is, there's some people that can abolish that. You get what I'm saying? Like it's Michael Jackson. Like Steve Harvey's starting to fall into that. Steve Harvey. You know what I mean? Because people start getting the personality.
I got a serious question before you finish.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I look like him?
Who?
Steve Harvey. People say I look like him.
Nah, you like Michael, more like Michael B. Jordan type thing. Yeah, for sure. You got that head shape.
Everybody say that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So you, I wouldn't take that Steve Harvey. Don't take that Steve Harvey from nobody.
I be telling them that,
Don't take that
but
from nobody.
But they be
But
saying
if you gotta take it. Don't take it.
I don't take it. But I'm
Don't
just
take
saying,
it.
when people say
Don't
that,
take it.
I'm just saying because people say you look like Steve Harvey, low key, and I'm like, no, the hell I don't.
Where? I'm like, alright. Nah, man. You don't look like a Steve Harvey, man. Nah, he's straight.
Okay. I just want to know.
Steve doing the thing though. You feel me? So, nah, man. But I put that in the mix. Let me see. I'll put somebody outside of music, man. That I'll mix on Obama. You know what I'm saying?
Obama, ooh.
He's a leader, world changer. also able to bring countries and understanding to pass things that are past color. You know what I'm saying? It's not a it's a we thing. He changed. He had a whole slogan. He had a whole movement. You know what I mean?
He did.
Yeah, man. He crushed the world, bro. Nobody else came in and done that. You know what I mean? So that was major. Who else I could see? Diddy, I'm on your bumper, boy. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Diddy's Diddy. Just like a Devontee. Diddy was, he embodied so much. You know what I'm saying? And his ear gave us a generation of music that we still listen to, man. Me and you was born on, you know, from whatever damn Mace all the way through. We listen. Your mama listened to damn Mary J. Blige. You feel me? So he birthed a whole different situation that was like never.
You watched the documentary?
Yeah.
And
I went and watched Diddy 4 years ago when he had the Bad Boy. I think remember when he did the Bad Boy tour thing. I went to New York, bro. That thing, that man, you feel me? So he was major, man. He was super major. And I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna throw a left one at you, bro. It's Viola Davis, man.
Who?
Viola Davis, like Lion King, and the new movie she just got, The Help. You know who I'm talking about, man. How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, okay. I was lost. Y'all lost me for a little bit. I love her though.
Yeah. She's awesome. She's super awesome, and she doesn't just show. She don't show genre or nothing. She shows strength.
Yeah,
most definitely. She shows strength, and she show woman, and she stand up. Yeah, she tall.
Okay, then what's the conversation like with all y'all? That's a lot of.
I had to add one more man at the top. LeBron. I'm sorry.
Oh, why LeBron? I'm a LeBron hater. Sorry, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna tell you, outside of basketball, it's way more than basketball. He's able to bring on people that you would never see. Rich Paul, these people would never. I'm not saying they would never, but like he brought his team along. You know how rich that is, bro. Who else? Talk. Besides Jordan raising his kids, he brought his people along. He made his people go to school and say, "Hey man, come help me manage this $1 billion." What? You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's doing something. He got schools, things he doesn't. It's not about like I think being successful is cool, but look at the people around you. And if that don't speak volumes, then you ain't. His people around him, bro. Everybody's like that. You know what I mean? From one person, you know how past that. You know, mama straight, kids straight, and he still ain't had no. You know, knock on wood, he still ain't had no hiccups like that.
Yeah.
And he in year 20, he a dub. That man is a GOAT. Like, regardless of what, when he leave, like Kobe, I was a Kobe. I ain't even a Kobe fan. You feel me? So like, I'm a Kobe, but I listen. I respect Kobe, but I love the debate. I love that. I love that hustle. Hey, but when he left, yeah, I was like, damn, Kobe left, man. I felt it just as hard. Just like I don't mess with Tom Brady like that. But you know what I mean? I go for his games every year. Yeah, I'm going to Tampa. I was in Tampa 3 times last year, man. Watch them Eagles got on them, you know what I mean? Them Rams, I watch that. You can check my phone right now. I enjoy going and do that stuff, man. And like I said, but like, just to give you an idea, like, yeah, those are people like, yeah, so LeBron is major. Cause that's major.
I've been a LeBron hater.
Yeah, you might be a hater, but you still going to say something.
I respect him, though.
That's all it is. You might not like it, but you respect it. Yeah, and that's all it is. You ain't got everybody. You ain't got to like everybody.
I'm a competitor. He sent my Bulls home 3 years straight. I can't. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand.
I'm hurt. He hurt me a lot of seasons. You know what I'm saying?
You see how it made you feel, though? Yeah, I know. Time hurt me, but
I gotta respect.
Kobe hurt me too. Hey, listen. When you were real, man, me and my friends just the same way, bro. Same way, bro. We on, man, same way, bro. Top of the season, all that shit. You know what I mean? Every day I'm watching, keeping up. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a fanatic.
Okay then. So, what team you grew up liking? The Bulls? I mean, like basketball, football. What you grew up liking?
Man, the Knicks.
Oh
I grew up liking the Knicks.
I'm sorry for you.
I'm telling you. I grew up liking the Knicks, and then I became more of like a player team type of person. I like offense, but like, you know what I mean? I started just liking teams. I started liking just because they had the ruling on me, like I could only I'm spending my money, nigga. I'm going to games. So I want to go see. Hey, I want to go over here. Shoot, I went to Brooklyn. I'm trying to watch Boston play because I understand. I'm understanding the business a lot more. You feel me? I'm watching these boys play. Like, let me go watch all that. Let me see Jason Tatum handling his business. You feel me? If he can. So that's how I look at it now. But yeah, man, I come from that. Embiid, I'm gonna go watch that. You know what I mean? So I
watch greatness at work.
that's big. That really be what it is for me. I've been watching Greatness at Work, bro. That's really what it is, man. And just, you know what I mean, watching these players, watching like, you know, not to give them a shameless plug, but like some of these new athletic shows that just popped up, like I Am Athlete,
Yeah.
Pivot. I watch.
I love them.
Yeah, cause they teaching something different. You know what I'm saying? They asking questions like how you asking. And it's just like, you know, they giving people a space to really kind of be open with it, and people are taking it because they know it's real. It's real. You know what I mean? They've been through situations, and they talking about the money. People never talk about it. They talk about spending, but these guys talking about where they messed up and how the investments going.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. So
you tapped in for real.
Yeah, man. What? That's it, bro. I gotta be. That ain't the only way it work for me. It ain't the only way it work, bro. It ain't no. It's the only way it work, man. So.
Those guys inspired me to start this. I ain't gonna lie.
For real.
I was.
That's
fun
not a bad
fact.
inspiration, for real.
Fun fact. I was watching this and then I was telling my stepdad, I was like, man, I want to do a podcast. Like, I want to get into it. And he kind of waved me off a little bit. I was watching the show as we was doing. I was like, I want to get a bunch of couches. I want to get cameras.
Yeah.
And you know, when you speak stuff into existence, it kind of comes to fruition. Now we here.
Lit up too, and that's real. And that's real, and you'll keep going because there's so many people out there that got to share.
Yeah.
So many people out there got to share. You know what I'm saying? So like, I take every opportunity. Like I tell my dogs like this today. I said, I take it. People like, man, you go so. I take every opportunity. Like this is my first and my last because I deserve it. You feel me? This is part of the journey. I might look back at this 5 years from now and be like, man, you see all this stuff, you know, like, man, he did that and that. And that's how people build. Look at Kanye, Virgil, all them boys. They ain't just start like that. You know what I mean?
They had to come up.
Man, spent so much money on himself, he went into debt. People don't see that. People don't understand that. You know what I mean? He ain't talk about that. That man been hanging around, going to Europe, trying to connect with him. He went over there with Polo. They laughed at him. Polo ain't no brand over there like that. That man looking at Ricky O, all types of stuff. That shit been around. Feel me? John Elliott, like, that's a whole different world. That's a whole different world. They didn't expect us to be in like that. You know what I mean? So he brought the music to it, and he is also a game changer too. You know what I mean? Like I said, with Jamie Foxx and some people, they multifaceted. You know what I mean? Even Raven, I said, like, it's a big thing, bro. Like, people don't be in movies and then we'll get #1 songs too.
Yeah.
So weird. Like, that ain't no real thing, man. People only want you. They want to see you for one thing. You play football, he a football player.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. What they tell LeBron?
You can't act.
Keep dribbling. Dribble that basketball. It's just what it is. Shaq, same way, man. It is what it is. If you want to relate sports to music, you know what I mean? But you got people like, look at what's his name, Remy, Power,
Remy.
the African artist.
Oh, I know you're talking about. The light skinned guy.
Buddy, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Like, his career going great. You get what I'm saying? So like
they use that to push the music.
Use that to push the music. It just depends on how you gonna get it. You know what I mean? You don't know, but whenever your brand get off in there, you go crazy. You feel me? So you don't know. You gotta have options. Whatever it may be, you gotta have options, and that's how I prefer to be my career, to have options. So yeah, even asked me earlier, like, that's one of the reasons why it's taking me this long, because I didn't want to do certain things, and now I'm not involved into that. You dig what I mean? So it's gonna take my grind for my shine, and whoever's behind it now. And it's timing. I could do this 5 years ago, it wouldn't hit. I'm here now though, so it is what it is.
Okay then. So, what can you tell the people to be expecting from you in the next couple upcoming years? Cause they want to know.
Listen, you know me. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. In the next couple of years, you're gonna be sick of me, cause I got music. Besides music, I got full production team, independent films. We writing the scripts right now. So you're gonna see some of that. You're gonna see some short films hit, some scenes hit. You can expect a webisode, creating that as well. Product and content. I teamed up with Law Society out of Los Angeles. I got a strain coming straight to the head. You know what I mean? That's called Jammers. Shout out to Law Society and Eastside Stoners. I got what else I got going on? I got a vintage line, t-shirt line I'm working on with my boy out of LA, B-Lock.
Okay.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So I got that we put a little bit of work in, but just trying to same way put my people in position I should say. So across from that, you know what I mean, like I said, the full production with the short films, the music, and also I also want to get a lounge underneath my belt. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Once
that's
things
cool.
start slapping, yeah, because I'm already, like I told you, like with the restaurant business, my family already on that side. So like, you know what I mean? That lounge I missed so many years when over that COVID time, because that really was the time to hit. But like, be honest with you, can't go left. You know what I mean? So that's another thing I want to partake in. I definitely want to be on the forefront of that, having a lounge, a grill and bar. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere other artists can come and, you know, express themselves. You know what I mean? Do your hookah, do your shit. Get your shit off at the same time. Like, having good food and atmosphere where you feel like you can take a date and, you know what I mean? Having that ambiance. So, like, that's one of the biggest things to me. That's one of the big major things I want to do, because there's just so many ways to split this thing. For sure.
Okay, then getting money from everywhere.
Aside from that, you know what I mean? Make It a Home Now. That's my real estate company. So go ahead, you need some renovations in Georgia, you already know what to do. Email me, Make It a Home Now.
Yes,
at
sir.
gmail.com, and I ain't playing. For sure.
So, what's the ceiling for you? What's the ceiling for Devontee? Is there like ever a ceiling? Like, okay, I can sleep at good at night. I'm good. I'm chilling.
You talking about financially?
Just in general, like, I know you got the way you money. You got 4 different things, 5 different things, 6 million different things. So how you be like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna pass this on to my boys. Let them take care of it, and I just collect my passive income and let that thing roll.
I mean, I don't know, because when I get there, I'll know. Right now, I don't know. Because there's life to live. You feel me? So I understand what you mean as far as a ceiling, but I can't put a ceiling on me when I already feel like they try to put one. So I can't put none. I really can't. Not yet. You know what I mean? Because I'm just getting my plate now, so I gotta eat. I'm just about to see my plate. That thing just about to, it's in the oven. So the way I see it is like, I can't say what my ceiling gonna be just yet, because I haven't experienced that yet. You know what I mean? To say what the passive income is gonna be like. Like, even now, yeah, I got things going on, but to the level of what my goals are set, I don't know just yet. You know what I mean? But I do know I want to put people in position. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be a number thing. It might not be a number thing. It might just be like you said, like a comfort, and maybe like, okay, I accomplished this and that. But right now I don't know, because I just don't have a ceiling, because they shoot. And they just taking off the lid. You know what I mean? There's things out there you shoot. The blessings ain't all the way come through yet. So I don't know what they going to look like. I really don't know.
Okay, then. So, last question before we get out of here, because this question gets everybody. I noticed this, so I want to see what you gonna say. Because you sound like you know a lot.
For sure.
So, what you value more, loyalty or respect?
You said what I value more, loyalty or respect? Ooh, that should be the same question. But I see what you did there. There's loyalty coupled with respect. I value respect.
Why?
I don't want your loyalty if it come with disrespect. Get the fuck out. I ain't with that
Ooh.
shit. I don't want that shit. I stand on all that shit. I don't want no. Why the fuck you being loyal to me if you a trash ass nigga? You a trash ass bitch. I don't want that shit. Let somebody else have that shit. Why I need that for? I don't need that. And that's why I said we have a choice. I'm quite clear on my shit. And this is it. You blessed to be in my fucking energy. So that's the way I see it. I don't. You know what I mean? We can bless each other, but nah, man. I take that respect, because you gonna know you cross that shit, it's X'd out. Like, it's like you cross that shit, like we don't have to do nothing. You know what I mean? We don't have to do no business, or we don't have to be around each other. We old enough to know what's going on. Why waste time? You feel me? So the respect, you respect me, I respect you, and we can talk it out or whatever it may be. But that loyalty shit, that shit misused, man.
Okay, then. So, shout out to him again for coming through, man. That concludes the podcast. Devontee was great, man. Y'all tap in with him on all platforms. All his stuff will be in the description below. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we out.
For sure.
Yo, it's your boy Nate, man. The hottest podcast out right now. What We're All Thinking podcast. Man, y'all need to go like, comment, subscribe for real, man. This podcast going up. We got bangers on the way. A lot of bangers, man. Y'all go view them last 2 episodes, man. If y'all really vibe with me. And we out.